Because if it's not growth on the dairy product that's supposed to have live bacteria, something wrong with the company. The bad news, pickles don't give nothing. So we needed to separate the place from the pickles to take from the dairy products for the group with the pickles as well. But again, you can see, since we don't have too many plates, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Please do second group के नहीं निकल second group.
They have a different group?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can manage. Well, we have camera there, so please. Okay. Well, you can pass the plates. Don't open them. Important. Well, in my opinion, this is supposed to be lactic acid bacteria. In my opinion, you can observe. You can always use your sleeve to put it to make a contrast to see the plate. Yeah, sometimes it's helping. White or dark background is helping to see. Some of them you can see there is not a very good individual colonies. So on these plates you have maybe one or two only. But you can see there's some bacteria was growing. And you can see they are not a volcano type. So obviously, most probably they are not bacillus. This is a good point. I don't want a bacillus now. I want a lactic acid bacteria because in dairy products, it's not a bacillus supposed to be lactic acid bacteria. Maybe you can use it some to watch on this one. That's some better. Even agar was broken. But again, I will use the other three plates for your group. You see the colony is individual inside? No. Again, you need to find a way. Sometimes dark background, sometimes light background. You can, for your eyes, you can find a way with how is the best option to watch on them. Okay. This agar was broken because agar, when you incubate, it's obviously humidity is very low, so they dry and agar can break. But again, it's nothing wrong. We can use this. If it's something there, it's there. Okay, but this will go to another. Now we need to prepare our test organism. We have it here. I can take it out because it's closed, no problem. Always before you use, you need to mix slightly. And since we have three plates here, each plate will receive about 15-20 ml. So about 45-50 ml of agar is sufficient. So we already have the agar that is prepared. Temperature is good. Remember never like that, like never here. And then we're using a falcon tube. We're going to transfer agar here. We add the microorganism, mix and distribute. Okay. Remember the lecture I was telling you, 1 microliter per 1 milliliter. In this way you can reduce the population because here we're having something like 10 to 8, 10 to 9. And we want to reduce 3 times, 10 to 5, 10 to 6. It's okay with the calculation? If you want downstairs we can calculate on the whiteboard as well. But if you take 1 microliter for each milliliter, you're already diluting 1,000 times. So it's from 10 to 8, 10 to 9, you'll go to 10 to 5, 10 to 6. Okay? So first, I want to scratch my nose and I'm not supposed. This is the problem. You want to scratch your face, not in the lab, because you was touching something that maybe microbiology, you don't know. It could be something dangerous. And if you scratch your nose, what will happen? Infection. So I'm transferring about 50 ml, 45, 50. Okay. Putting in the top of something that is not contact with the surface. Then I need to take about 50 microliters. Already pipette was calibrated. Always mixing first. Don't touch the inside with the pipette. Only the tip supposed to have contact. And putting inside. Now you can use the vortex, but since I don't have vortex here, I can use the human vortex. It works. Okay, I don't like to do, this is empty one, I don't want to do it like that. Because when you manipulate, always a chance to have contamination is here around the lid. And if you do like that, if you touch it something, gone. So now we're having here, mix it, and I can distribute. Done. Needs to leave it for about half an hour to solidify. Going back to the incubator, and we need to observe. Now me, I touched a lot of things inside, cleaning again, and I need to buy some hand cream after that because alcohol makes your skin dry. Well, no choice. Do you want infection or you want money spent on the cream? Rather spend money on the cream.
Yes.
The problem is the men don't like to use the creams. Do you like or not? Well, I don't like it, but no choice, need to use it. Girls, you'll enjoy it, all the beauty products, right? Okay, so go down, think about the question and discussion what you want to talk, because the two groups will be quickly finishing same thing. The girls from the lab will help to put it in the incubator after that, and tomorrow we need to look if it's any incubation zones. And we can talk about your work and see what's the options. As well, listen, there's several projects in the moment going between India and inside the BRICS countries. It's a lot of projects. Take this opportunity. You can go to Russia, you can go to South Africa, to Brazil, to China. Who is the new countries members? Saudi Arabia, I think, entered the BRICS or not? No, not yet. No, there is some entering the new countries. So it's an extremely good opportunity because they giving the grants for you. And you can continue. I don't want to say you want to go to do entire PhD there. Take a grant, go for 6 months or 1 year, explore a different laboratory, explore a different culture, and you enrich your opportunity for the collaborations and for another project. In the moment, BRICS opening several calls for these options. Keep eyes on the announcement, and when it's appearing something, try it. Well, maybe they will reject you in the first one, second one maybe would. Never lose the hope, yeah. Hope's supposed to be the last one to die. It's always an option. Okay, go down and call the next one. If someone touched something, rather wash the hands with ethanol. There's some bottles there. If you was touching the plates and you don't feel comfortable, wash your hands. Number 3. I need to repeat the same thing now. No choice. Okay. This is only 2, 4, 6, 8. 9. Where is the number 9? It's hiding? Ah, yeah. But you can see nothing. I don't know this technician.
Some candidates are
Good news, dairy products grow, and new group was pickles. Nothing. Well, the good news is nothing in the pickles, neither good, neither bad. I mean, plate with nothing, it's mean no good, but it's no bad neither. So, but this is a good point in the fermented food products. You have the very specific water activity, you have salts, you have different metabolites, you have the acids. This is the way you actually protect the food. And this is the good point that the fermented food, that very often they're healthy because they cannot transmit the pathogenic organisms. Well, we're looking for the beneficial. There was no beneficial, but not have the pathogen, so it's a good point. So this is why we separate the plates. We use the plates from the dairy products as well, and you're going to use it. One of them you can see, it's broken, the agar, because it's happened sometime when you culture them, because of the humidity, agar can break. It's happened, it's nothing wrong. And you can see there's some colony growing, some of them are individual, some of them are like a carpet, doesn't matter, we can try to isolate. And you can see the colony, the morphology, it's a very smooth round colonies, they don't look like a volcano. And this is mean it's not bacillus. This is a good news because in dairy product you're not supposed to have bacillus. If you have bacillus in dairy products, you need to call the company and say, listen guys, you have a problem. You need to alert them. But look like everything look normal from the point of view of exploring dairy products. So you can look the plates, you can try to see them. When you look, you can use the book as a background. Sometimes it's helping. Sometimes it's depends of your eyes. Sometimes dark contrast is help. Sometimes white contrast help. Depends how your eyes are comfortable. Well, people in the microbiology say you need to work with the right hand. Okay, but if you're more comfortable to work with the left, work with the left, no problem. When you do the traditional pipette, the glass pipette, you do pipette with this finger. Some people are more comfortable with this one. Doesn't matter. You need to do it in the way that you feel comfortable and perform your duties in the right way. Don't touch it. Just okay, can I give him the... Yeah, you can take this one. So you see they're not round, they are very smooth. Color is like white, creamy. So this is characteristic that's normally showing that most probably is supposed to be lactic acid. But we expect from dairy products to be lactic acid. Well, if it's something I say, something red colony, could be pseudomonas, then it's a big problem. This happens sometimes, especially if you take a dairy products from homemade dairy product, sometimes can have contaminations. There's no guarantee that, well, no one wants a contamination, but sometimes happen. Even in the industry can happen. Okay, now, we need to prepare our inoculation culture. We're having here micrococcus already grown. You can see the turbidity. It's turbid. I can take it out because it's closed, no problem. But if I open this, it will be on the inside. And remember, I was telling you need to mix about 1 microliter with 1 milliliter to have it 1,000 times dilutions. So it's okay. Well, I was using Portuguese word certo. It's someone from Goa. Yeah? No one from Goa. I was hoping to talk with someone in Portuguese. Okay, so I will transfer here the already agar that is in the right temperature. Check it. Because I need to prepare more or less 45 milliliters because I'm having 3 plates. And then I will put 50 milliliters agar and 50 microliters of the culture. Mix it and then pour on the plates. Okay. So now you understand why you need to have the long fingers. Look, I need to open and keep the lid away. Then I need to open, and this one, but this one I cannot do it in one hand. And then pour about 50 ml. Now we're having small problem because we don't have enough for all of them. Do we have more agar or no? It's only this, or we have another bottle? You see everything inside, not touching nothing. This is the problem. Sometimes you need to help with someone. If not, I need to close everything if I will need it for the next group, not for this group, but if they don't have, I can separate this in two. It's enough. So they have it? No, I will take it back. It's okay, no problem. I just will separate. It's enough. So now I need to see how much I have. Okay. I need to correct the volume of it. Because this plate, since we have 3 layers, you cannot put 15 ml inside. You're putting less. And 30 milliliters will be enough to make a... So now you see, since I'm touching here, I need to touch the spectacles with the parts, with this part. But again, I will reduce a little bit of volume here. Okay. Opening here. When you go inside, you never touch with this part of the pipette inside. A new vortex, or you just use the human vortex. Okay? Now I need to pour all this on the plates. Go out, I cannot use it anymore. And it's done, this part. So now, again, cleaning. If you want, actually I recommend you to clean your hands with that now because you touch the plates. Actually I have the cultural curiosity. These things that you have on your hands, it's very beautiful. But when you use ethanol, it's going out. Ethanol is taking out or not? Okay, it's good because you know you'll be like going home. Where is you? How you call this? Okay, you go back and your parents saying, where is you things? Where is going? Too much ethanol in the lab. Actually, I found it very beautiful and
It's a festival tradition.
yeah, but it was really it's amazing because it's like an art on the.
Yes, in art.
Okay, go down, think about your questions, and soon finishing with other groups. I'm coming. Take you space, just pay attention for the camera. You can go here in the front, sit here. Okay, starting with the good or bad news. Again, actually, I'm feeling a little bit stupid because telling same story already 4 times for each group is the new, but for the video it's repeating the same thing. Your group was making isolation from from pickles, right? No cultures, yeah, not growing, nothing. In fact, this can be considered as a good news because on these pickles, why you do the preservation, why do the fermentation? To don't have pathogens, right? And if nothing grow in the plate, it means no pathogens. No good bacteria, but no pathogens, that is more important. And dairy products, we test 2 dairy products. One is what was the name of the products again? Dahi and Amul. 2 of them, they give the growth of the bacteria, but this is expected. And now you can see the plates, not a really very good separated colony because we needed to separate all the plates for 4 groups from Dahi and Amul because pickles don't give nothing. So we have less plates, but again I will show you the plates now. You can see they are creamy, white, smooth surface. No bacillus. That's again a good news because if you detect bacillus in dairy product, it means some problems. Not supposed to be. On the pickles, I was expecting maybe to have some bacillus. It's not strange. But on the dairy products, you're supposed to have lactic acid bacteria. You're not supposed to have bacillus. You already was watching this thing, and when you analyze the plate, you actually need to be very responsible. And if you are testing commercial products, call the company, say, listen, maybe most probably having a problem. If you observe something strange, right? It's better to prevent. But in this case, everything looked under control. Now I will pass the plates. There is some dark screen. When you see the plate, sometimes it's easy to have the dark background. Some eyes are much more comfortable to have the white background, so you can use the sleeve and watching like that. Some people just look and move at the top of the lights. You just need to find a way that is more comfortable for you. And then, okay, from this side, trying to see, there's some colonies. I'm using the white background. Some of them are individual, some of them are like on the other place, they are together. But since we don't have too much of them, we don't have options. We need to try to, just please don't open. Well, it's a dairy product supposed to be beneficial. But again, we work in the microbiology, we're still in the dark, we don't know what we have. This is why we always need to respect our safety and plates needs to be close. You see there was all of them together, but they on this side there's some individuals. Some of them are just a few colonies. In fact, when you do this work, you want the individual colonies because they can generate these inhibition zones around. Because if you have too many of them, which one? You have a huge inhibition zone. Which one of them is now? You need to take several of them and it's multiplying to work. Okay. Now, this is micrococcus, our test microorganism. Always you mix. You can see it's a turbid. It's showing a good growth. This is the good point. When you have the culture grow, you see the turbidity, you know it's growing. And we have about 25. I will manage. About 25 mL of. Now we can. You have microwave here. Just put it for a few seconds. We need to mix 1 microliter of our culture with 1 milliliter of agar. And then pour in the plates. And then leave them to incubate for another 24 hours. And tomorrow we're going to check what do we have. I hope there will be some inhibition zones. No, it's good to have it because, I mean, there's no guarantee. When you do this isolation, sometimes you need to test 20, 30 products. It's not meaning on the first product you will detect something. But I mean, for the purpose of you to see it, it's really good to have it. Because it's very disappointing. Like, where's the bacteria that I want? But we're having a good chance, I hope. And then you can think about the questions, and when you go down after, we can have discussion and see what is clear, what is not clear. I will ask you to calculate the arbiter units again. Now I want to scratch my nose, but I'm not supposed because I need to wash my hands. No cell phone, no scratching the face or even touching my spectacles. I need to touch in this way. Not whether this part is supposed to be clean. Or you prefer genetics?
Forensic.
Okay. No, but no one wants to move to microbiology.
I'm currently working on
Okay, so right person.
So I have a few doubts regarding my work. Having like
No, what I actually want to go, we're going down. We can have some general questions if you have, and then we can do it individuals as well. Because I have him only tomorrow and after tomorrow and Friday, and he's gone. On Sunday, I need to go to Japan. The good news with the microwave, you can quickly do it. In the past, we needed to, the boiling water is taking longer. Okay, now I need to put the ketchup. Okay, inside. When you go inside the airliner, you're not supposed to touch. Only the tip supposed to be. This part cannot touch inside. You mix. Well, you can have a vortex if you want. You can even do like that. Human vortex. And now we need to pour. It's more or less about between 10 and 20 ml, depends. But since we're having 3 layers, we don't have too much space. So it's a few drops left. Okay, ready. So now this will go for the incubation, but first need to be solidified. Then important thing, remember, just to use it and not take yourself and use it because no choice. I want to be safe, I don't know. Food product is supposed to be good bacteria, but you never know. You know, several times you have this outbreak. You have the food product that was contaminated, it's happened. And this is why we need to be aware when we do the microbiological manipulation to be sure that it's well, I eat one of these products in the breakfast yesterday, so I'm still alive. It's safe, but again, in the microbiology, the rules is always wash the hands, wash the hands, wash the hands, wash the hands, and again, and again, and again. And then, okay, no chance. Okay, thank you very much. Go down in a few minutes, we can have a coming down as well. Just need organizing the things, and then we continue. Okay?